From the heart of the Middle East to the global stage, Iran and the United States stand as two nations locked in a complex web of rivalry and tension. Their military doctrines and capabilities are vastly different, shaped by unique geopolitical realities and strategic goals. But how do these two forces actually stack up against each other? In this video, we'll break down the military comparison between Iran and America, defense spending and personnel. Let's start with the numbers. Iran's defense budget is estimated to be around $25 billion. It fields approximately 610,000 active personnel, with another 350,000 in reserve, forming a substantial ground force. In stark contrast, the United States allocates a colossal budget of over $886 billion to its defense, a figure that dwarfs nearly every other nation. This funds an active duty force of about 1.4 million personnel, backed by over 800,000 reservists, reflecting a military designed for global reach and sustained operations. Iran's military overview. Iran's military has a unique dual structure, composed of the regular army, Artesh, and the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC. The IRGC is not just a military force. It's an influential institution with its own army, navy, and air force, tasked with protecting the country's Islamic system. Iran's key strength lies in asymmetric warfare. Lacking the advanced conventional hardware of its rival, it has invested heavily in developing indigenous ballistic and cruise missile systems, a large fleet of fast-attack naval craft designed to disrupt shipping in the Persian Gulf, and a sophisticated and expanding drone program. However, its military is also constrained by decades of sanctions, relying on a mix of older, often outdated imported equipment and domestically produced hardware, which limits its industrial capacity for large-scale, high-tech production. America's military overview. The United States military is a global powerhouse organized into 5 main branches: the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and the newly formed Space Force. Its primary strength is overwhelming technological superiority. This is showcased in its air dominance with 5th-generation stealth fighters like the F-35 and F-22, its power projection via massive aircraft carrier strike groups, and its advanced ground forces equipped with M1 Abrams tanks. The U.S. military is designed for expeditionary warfare, capable of deploying decisive force anywhere on the planet. Its main limitations are the staggering operational costs required to maintain this global posture, and the complex logistical chains that can be vulnerable when stretched across vast and contested distances. Comparative analysis. When we compare these forces directly, the disparities become clear. In air power, America's advanced stealth aircraft and massive bomber fleet far outclass Iran's collection of older, 3rd and 4th generation jets. In naval power, there is no contest between Iran's small boat navy and the U.S. Navy's blue water fleet of supercarriers and guided missile destroyers. However, the battlefield is expanding. In the realm of cyber warfare, both nations possess significant capabilities, with Iran demonstrating its ability to conduct disruptive cyber attacks. Critically, the U.S. holds a massive nuclear deterrent, possessing thousands of nuclear warheads. Iran does not have nuclear weapons, though its advancing uranium enrichment program is a major point of international concern and a key element in its strategic calculus, geopolitical context, and alliances. No military operates in a vacuum. The United States maintains a vast network of alliances, including NATO, and has a significant military presence with bases encircling Iran in the Middle East and beyond. This allows for rapid force projection into the region. Iran, in turn, has cultivated its own sphere of influence, leveraging a network of proxy forces and allied militias across countries like Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, and Yemen. These groups allow Tehran to project power, challenge its rivals, and engage in indirect conflict without committing its own conventional forces. In conclusion, a direct military confrontation would see the United States holding an overwhelming conventional and technological advantage. However, Iran's strategy isn't built for a conventional fight. It relies on asymmetric tactics, regional proxies, and strategic deterrence like its missile program to raise the cost of any potential conflict to an unacceptable level. The military balance between Iran and America is a classic example of asymmetric deterrence, where a technologically inferior power can still pose a significant strategic challenge to a global superpower, reminding us that in modern conflict, victory is rarely as simple as comparing hardware.